What's up everyone, V here, and today is a bit of a different review. Usually, and when I mean usually, I mean every other review, I review something which you can purchase, but the figure which I am reviewing today is something that you can't purchase anymore. I believe it was a limited time thing. As far as I know, you can't purchase it anymore. I could be completely wrong. You could probably buy it on eBay, but as it stands, I don't think you can buy this anymore. But I just needed to make a video on it, and I decided to get it out the way because it just dropped, and I don't know how many people are going to make a action figure review of it, considering it's a very specific niche thing, and it's not something I think you can get anymore. I think you had to buy it like back in like December when it was announced. But today, I'm going to be reviewing the Fortnite Weeknd collab figure. Yes, there's a lot of layers to this. This is an action figure of the Weeknd, but not just the Weeknd. The Weeknd as he specifically appears in Fortnite. Now, if you have no idea what the hell that meant, way back when, hold up, water break. Let's do a little rewind back to December of 2023. Fortnite OG happens. They're announcing Season 5. Not Season 5, Chapter 5. Side note, I'm a huge Fortnite fan and a huge Weeknd fan, so this is why this is really hype. But they announced this new mode called Fortnite Festival, and headlining it, each season of Fortnite Festival, you get a musician. They've had Metallica, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, and The Weeknd. The Weeknd headlined it. And they decided to do a little bit of a collab and make a figure of The Weeknd from Fortnite. And that was announced way back when, and it shipped recently and arrived, as you can see here. I believe this is made by Jazzwares, the people who originally made Fortnite figures before Hasbro took the license, made like 2 waves, and decided we're not going to do it anymore. Passionate hatred towards Hasbro for dropping the Fortnite line. Those figures were legitimately some of Hasbro's best, and I loved it so much. And then they, like, why buy the rights to figures from a company, make 2 waves, and then not continue it? What was the point of buying it? Anyway, I could rant on for like 20 minutes about Hasbro buying the rights to Fortnite figures from Jazzwares and then them not doing anything with it. But yeah, I believe this is from Jazzwares, so maybe Jazzwares is getting a return. But yeah, long backstory aside, this is The Weeknd as he appears not only in Fortnite, but for the whole album of After Hours, one of my favorite albums of all time. As you can see here, we got the vinyl in the back because I collect vinyl. And yeah, The Weeknd is, I don't know, it's hard to rank artists because it depends on how I'm feeling, but he's in my top 5 favorite artists of all time. I've known him for years, and After Hours was the album that like sucked me in. Like, I went from like, I'm listening to hits like Starboy, Call Out Your Name, Can't Feel My Face, The Hills, but After Hours, I just became a huge fan. XO, I like absolutely love him, and I am insanely hyped for the new album. God, can he announce a release date and track list already? But anyway, so I had to buy this. Sorry for like the insane monologue for the opening. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to lay out before I get into this figure. So of course I had to buy this. I mean, I love action figures, and I love The Weeknd, and I love Fortnite. Best of all 3 worlds. He was pricey though. I think he was like $100 something for a figure which is definitely meant for a display, but also I think it's because just all the collabs, all the rights, and it's The Weeknd made it so expensive. Kind of wish Hasbro made it, because I know Hasbro would have done better. But yeah, also Halloween, October, like always we have the pumpkin in the back. But yeah, also just get a little wide shot of all that. So yeah, now before we get into this figure, gotta readjust the camera. Let's talk about the box, and let's move After Hours out of the way and pray I don't end up breaking it at some point while trying to do this video. Oh, I don't trust that. But yeah, getting the figure out the way, the box is actually really cool. So on the front, you got the EXO for the Weeknd. That's like what his fan base is called. I'm probably explaining like all this to people who know the context. But also, if you don't, you just somehow stumbled upon this video, I want you to understand the hype. But you got this nice metallic EXO, which looks super cool. Then Fortnite 8-piece. See Jazzwares, Epic Games, 8+. On the back, the EXO again. And it's fancy because it's one of those where it's like a sleeve. It's like Hot Toys. Then you got the Weeknd, the box. Then on the back, got a nice shot of the Weeknd from Fortnite. Looks great. And of course, you know I have the skin. I got that thing day one. And it is a festival pass too. I'm so dedicated. I spent money for something I could get free later down the line. But yeah, and then you got the nice EXO in the back. And fun thing about this, there's a little switch on the side. It lights up, so you can have the Weeknd stand in there. Ooh, there's a bug. And that just looks cool. Come on now. Come on now. If I had the space, I'd display it like that. Then you can also have it without the lights. Really cool. Really cool that the box also does stuff. Yeah, just sealing the box back up. So then we can talk about his accessories. Oh, that even had the Hot Toys smell. Ooh, fancy. The hell am I saying? Anyway, he comes with a few accessories. He comes with alternate hands. He has a... What would this be? I don't know, like... He's going like that? No, just saying like... I don't know, pinching, maybe a dance move? I don't know. And then a fist. He doesn't come with another fist, but on him is a pointing hand and a grabby hand. And then he comes with two, like, splayed flat-out hands, and they also have a little bit of glove detail on them, which is nice to give him when he's grooving and dancing. They're probably for the emote, because in the game he has an emote for the song Popular, and it has the hands out like that, so that's probably what it's for. You can really hit that dance perfectly with this figure, which is funny. And because it's a Fortnite figure, he has a back bling and a pickaxe, and he comes with those. He has the pickaxe, which is just literally an axe. Has EXO written there, the Weeknd, that is upside down. Kind of looks like a hockey stick. And you can just slide it in his hand. Nothing like too exciting. Like, I'm never gonna put him with it, but it's cool that he comes with it. And he comes with his back bling, which is the like hovering EXO that's in the game. Looks really cool. They somehow captured that effect that it has in the game perfectly, and this giant bullet hole in his back is where it goes. It's a little hard to get in, but because he has like the rubber overlay for the jacket, but it looks pretty cool. Train, of course, like every video. And yeah, not a whole lot of accessories, but you know, again, it's a Fortnite figure, and it's the Weeknd. What else would he really have? But what he does come with is pretty cool. Now, the actual figure itself, what do I think of it? A little disappointing, low-key, but I'll explain exactly why. And it's really only one area. And I was a little worried for it whenever the renders showed it. But it's the shoulders. Notice how they're very seamless? It's because the this is a rubber overlay, but the shoulder is also a rubber overlay. So you can't really get it up. And I mean, it looks realistic when you do it, but that also means you can't really get the arms to go in. So he's kind of stuck with the arms out. But that also means you just do not get a whole lot of arm articulation, which sucks. And I feel like they could have done, what Hasbro does, and just boop, easy as pie. Sculpt isn't really insanely broken. Yeah, it has a bit of a vest thing, but still does this guy a bit. And also, this is my custom Moon Knight. This is the rose, I believe, arms put on the Moon Knight body with a custom head. So yeah, it's kind of sucks that his arms are just stuck out, but if you get him posed up or you get him dancing, doesn't look too bad. And again, I feel like this is more meant as a display piece. You put him in one pose, maybe like this, and that's how he sits. I don't think this was meant to be oh, you're gonna play with this, mostly because it's $100. You're not buying your kid this. But still, I'm a Weeknd glazer. I be gassing bro up even when some things aren't the greatest. So of course I'll gas this thing up. And again, I bought it. I'm like, it's an action figure of the Weeknd, even if it's not the greatest. When's this ever gonna happen again? When's there gonna be an action figure of the Weeknd? Unless he somehow appears in a Marvel movie, like Harry Styles. But even then, Harry Styles didn't even get a figure. And I'm just like, it's more about what it means to me. The After Hours era, one of my favorite eras, one of my favorite albums, one of my favorite styles, and everything. It means so much to me. So getting it in figure form is absolutely crazy. Now I just need a Will of the People Muse figure, which would go hard as hell. But yeah, let's actually look at Abel here. And the head sculpt is alright. You don't really see much face, thank God, because thank God he has the glasses. One of the few figures, I will say, actually pulls off glasses really well. Usually they look pretty goofy. Thank God they did. I was a little worried because when I heard it's Jazzwares, that's just oh God. Jazzwares can't do a likeness to save their life. It's probably going to look rough as hell, so thank God the glasses cover up most of the likeness. And I mean, the rest of it is just a stash, which looks pretty good. You got his hair looking nice. I mean, this is such an iconic look. Come on now. Ain't nothing beating this look. And he has the I believe the tie is glued on, but it is rubbery as well, and it's got some nice texture throughout. And this, of course, is rubbery as well. You got the little details picked out, which look really nice. And then it's just a suit. Nothing really crazy. They got his pants. Nice detail. They get down to his shoes. I mean, could we have more generic looking shoes? I'm gonna be real. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, there's not a whole lot. It's the Weeknd in his red suit, but come on now. If you would have told me back when After Hours dropped that oh my God, it's really been 4 years. That's insane. That's insane. But in 4 years, not only would he be a skin in Fortnite, which is ironic because I did back in the day make a combo with the one superhero skin to make a Weeknd skin, and I got flamed on my Instagram story for it. But not only that, but just to be able to have him as an action figure is insane. I would never in my entire life. I was like, oh, if I want an action figure of the Weeknd, I'm going to have to customize something like this up. But when I saw it was announced, I had to take a step back because I was like, is this real? Are they actually making an action figure of the Weeknd? It felt like it was made for me. Not to say I'm the center of the universe, But like, it's just like, that's such like worlds that I love so much, like that I never thought would ever cross over, like action figures and the Weeknd. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, even if the figure isn't like figure of the year, it just the simple fact that it exists means so much to me, and is such a cool thing that like I don't care. Like, this is so cool. Like, come on now. And I feel like most people that don't even care for figures and bought this won't even really care. It's just, I've been spoiled by Marvel Legends with their insane articulation. But as it stands, this is still really cool. And a lot of like musician figures don't really have, they'll be like 5 POA figures. So getting him almost to Marvel Legends quality is insane. And if you wanted to, you could probably customize it. I'm not, because if you mess up, that's it. But yeah, anyway, articulation-wise, can hinge up, down that far, rotate. We already kind of saw the arms. Oh, wait, you can kind of get it if you get, like, the whole thing moving. I don't know, but he has a butterfly, which is wild. Bicep, double-jointed elbow, hinge, and rotation at the hand, and this is up and down. He has a diaphragm and a waist joint, so you can not really move it forward, but you can move it back, and you can rotate, but I will be careful, it will misalign a bit. He can kick that far forward, because this is a bit of a rubbery piece too, got a bit of like a McFarlane going on there. He can't really kick far back, sadly. Can do the splits as well. Thigh rotation, double jointed knee, and a hinge up and down, and a rocker. So yeah, they didn't really skimp out well. I mean, aside from the weird shoulder thing. Ooh, Abel. Aside from the weird shoulder thing, like, he's got like Marvel Legends articulation, which is wild. Again, I know I've said it a couple times, but never thought that I'd have a Marvel Legends like articulation action figure of the Weeknd. Like, what? That was not on my bingo card for existence, but here we are. But how big is Abel compared to some other boys? Let's find out. So for a Marvel Legends, here he is next to Mr. Knight. Also, fun fact, I was going to explain in the beginning of the video, but I forgot. These two are how my account name came to be, Moon Knight XO. I was sitting there one day and I was like, I really want to name something that's Moon Knight, but also want to have something related to the Weeknd. And I was like, oh, Moon Knight XO. XO. So yeah, that's fun. And for a Black Series comparison, here he is next to Palpatine. And yeah, he's kind of in the middle of the height. I mean, he's nice. I was a little worried he wouldn't be in scale with Legends when it was first announced, especially because Jazzwares now only does the 4-inch figures, but the fact that he scales with Legends perfectly is wild. In Transformers, here he is next to Voyager-class Shockwave. And for some 7-inch boys, DC McFarlane Black Manta and another Jazzwares Halo 3 Master Chief. Come on, bro. He don't wanna stand. Maybe it's because I have him posed up oddly, but there we go. Now for some Fortnite comparisons. Here he is next to another suited Jazzwares Fortnite figure, Midas, and it does look infinitely better than Midas proportionally and everything, so I will give them that. They did get a lot better. They locked in for this one. It's the only Jazzwares one. The rest are going to be Hasbro. But here he is next to two of my favorite ones, Tiantina and Midas Rex. More reason why I'm heartbroken they stopped the line, because those figures are goated. Here he is next to a suited Hasbro one, Brutus. Looks pretty cool. And here he is next to the only two ones I've actually ever reviewed on the channel, the Scientist and the Foundation. So yeah, I can't really say I recommend this figure because I don't think you can purchase it anymore. So I think you need like a time machine. But honestly, this is cool. This is such a surreal thing to have. I know this video is probably not going to do an insane amount because, again, who's going to be looking for a review of this figure, especially since I don't think you can buy it anymore. But I just wanted to make this because it's a thing I love so much. I love action figures. I love The Weeknd. I love Fortnite. Fortnite's kind of just like a side. Open the door, because I mean, there's not a whole lot of Fortnite here. It could literally just be The Weeknd. You wouldn't even be able to tell it's Fortnite if you didn't have the Fortnite stuff there. But it's such a surreal thing to have. Like, even if the figure has its problems, the simple fact that it exists is so wild to me and just brings me so much joy. And you know, let's get after it. Oh, let's get after hours back in here. But yeah. So yeah, if you are somehow able to find this guy in perfect condition with box and everything for a decent price, I would recommend it. If you're like a huge Weeknd fan and a huge fan of like collecting figures, if you're somehow through black magic able to find this guy and be able to purchase him, I would 100% do it. This is such like a cool collector item thing. It's such a cool thing to have. Like something I never thought in a million years would ever exist. And it's just so cool. Like, come on now. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. A lot of Marvel Legends on the channel. Gonna be doing some Transformer stuff soon. I was going to record the video tonight, but I don't think I have the time. So yeah. Anyway, if you were here for this video, or just, you know, you somehow stumbled upon this, or you decided to click, thank you. And hopefully you liked the vid. Check out, I already said that, like and subscribe. I don't know if I said that one. My mind is just... It's like 3 a.m. when I'm recording this. Also, check out my Instagram, MoonAidXO. You can talk to me there, see some posts. I did a lot of Weeknd-related videos back in the day. Back in the day being 2022. Don't know if that considers back in the day. But I still do some music things. I do some guitar things whenever I remember. But yeah. Hopefully had a wonderful day. And XO till we overdose. God, I can't. Oh, I'm so hyped for the new album. Let me take a moment to talk about the new album. I've pre-ordered the vinyl. I pre-ordered that weird chrome vinyl thing. Can he drop it already? I will literally pour as much money as I can to see him live, especially because I think this is the last Weeknd album too. He's probably gonna still make stuff as able, but the simple fact that this is the end of the era is insane. Super hyped. Let me know your thoughts if you're hyped for the new album, if you're a Weeknd fan, and if not, give them a listen. You probably know Blinding Lights, The Hills, Starboy, all that. But like, dive into it. After Hours is great, Dawn FM's great. After Hours, Dawn FM, and Starboy are my top 3. I know those are like the more poppy ones. I do love Trilogy as well. I mean, Life of the Party, A Lonely Star, some of my favorite Weeknd songs. His whole catalog, I mean, like he said, and here we go again, catalog looking legendary, because it is. Anyway, enough. Can you tell I'm like really excited just to be able to geek about the Weeknd, because I never really get to do this a lot, because this isn't a thing I talk about on my channel. So I'm just really like, just letting it all out. But I'm gonna end the video now if you're still watching, because, you know, it's 24 minutes long. So yeah, anyway. Peace. And again, XO.